Okay, I'm back on here. Let's get this going here. I was trying a new system, and you guys said it was a little sketchy, so I thought, well, I won't use it then. All right, just wait for some people to get on. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Oh, geez. Oh my God, I even hid myself. Why would I do that? It's supposed to be public. All right, publish. All right, hopefully you can see me now. I've had a few quirks here. Sorry about that. Um, oh dear. Okay, I am live right now. Hope you can see me. Gosh, I messed up today. Anyway, I'll wait for a couple of you guys to get on, and let's see what's going on, okay? Okay, doesn't look like anybody's on yet. All right, I'm live here, so I will wait for a couple of you guys. Say hi when you get in, okay? Yay me. Oh, oh well. That's what happens with live. All right. Hope you can hear me. All right. Hope you can hear me. All right. Hope You're back. Yeah. Sandy, I messed up. You. Okay. Hopefully you can hear. Sandy, I messed up. You. All right. Can you see me okay, Sandy? Okay. Hopefully you can hear. Sandy, I messed up. You. All right. Can you see me okay, Sandy? Okay. Hopefully you can hear. Sandy, I messed up. You. All right. Okay. I guess what I'll do is I'll mute this, and now you should be able to hear me without having an echo. All right. First with this new stuff, and it just did not work, so you guys were not able to hear me very well. Okay, you hear me too. Okay, well, I was worried because I put the wrong volume on, and let me just see if I can't fix this. All right, there we go. Now my volume's up. Anyway, hi there. Sorry about the delay there. I was trying something new, and Gina said she couldn't hear it, and it was spotty. It was through StreamYard. It's a really great app, and I was really excited to show you guys and highlight some of your messages. I was really excited about it, but I'm going to have to keep working on that. Oh well, you know, whatever, right? Right? Well, anyway, I am doing the Sweet as a Peach, and I thought this would be kind of a fun one-sheet wonder. And doing the one-sheet wonder has been a lot of fun. You guys have really enjoyed it, and it's just nice to do something just a little bit different. Even though, you know, we could just stamp some peaches and call it a day. Hey Susan, how you doing? I'm glad you guys found me okay. So yeah, with this Sweet as a Peach, I thought, well, let's just try a one sheet wonder. Let's just see how it works. And I did some cards already that came out pretty darn cute, if I do say so myself. I mean, that's kind of cute. I know, kind of cute. I like it. Let me minimize this so we don't look at all the. There we go. And this one here, I'm going to show you a different, using some different colors. So let me just bring this down. Hey Gina, thanks for letting me know that the StreamYard wasn't working. So I deleted that and started all over again. Thank you, Gina. Okay, it looks and sounds great. Thank you, guys. I really need to hear that if you're not hearing me, okay? So anyway, let's get moving down here and see what happens. All right. Oh, oops. Going too far. That's always fun. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen. I've got some new toys I'm playing with. So using my iPhone, of course, but also using this holder that holds my iPhone, which lets me have a wider area to show you guys what's going on. So, okay, so this one here, this is that, I used evergreen, and I thought just kind of, you know, look at the contrast. This is, I thought, pretty sharp. This is actually using some leftover stuff that I had. I thought, what the heck? And also, don't throw your scraps away. You can use them for your sentiments. I thought they came out so pretty. Can see your desk, but might need to zoom in a bit. Okay, okay, okay. You got to get your glasses on there, Gina. So this is the one using the colors that are just for, that are literally just for the colors that are for this paper, okay? There's all the colors, about, what, 8 of them? The Pear Pizzazz, what I used, obviously, Pale Papaya, Calypso Coral, and I stayed away from Balmy this time, but I did use a little Mango. But I wanted to, you know, really just kind of get it going and get it, kind of snap it up a little bit, right? Sometimes it can get kind of boring. And can you see your desk, but not, okay, you're wearing your glasses. Okay, good to know, Gina. All right, I can see myself, and if I know the screen is not really where I'm supposed to be, I will keep moving it. So let me see if I can get that just a little bit better. You know, all these new toys, I sometimes wish I just gone back to what I was using. There we go. Come on, Karen. Come on, you can do it. Oh, got it. All right. That helps me. All right, so here's one sheet wonder. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing a whole sheet, I just cut it in 5.5, right down the middle. All right. So we're going to start with that, and then I'll show you the excitement here. Everybody's seen the peaches. I know I was a little delayed, obviously, because of the summer here and what happened to with my dad. But let's just start with some colors. Now here are some of the colors that I have. I have Calypso Coral, I've got some Pale Papaya, and some Mango. This was evergreen that I was using, but we'll stay away from that. There's Pear Pizzazz, but I think I'm going to use Old Olive this time. And I'll tell you why. I think it's just a little bit darker, and I think you're going to like the colors for the branches. Now you'll see that the evergreen had them really, really pop, right? And this one here, really pretty, but a little bit lighter, a little bit more feminine, a little bit more softer colors. Hey, Dawn. Dawn's back. Hey, Dawnie. Dawn had some tire trouble, so gosh, darn, I'm so glad you made it, Dawnie. So here's the colors. Here's the stamps. So let's try. And if you've got this at home, you know, get it out right now so you can kind of do it with me. So let me get my first guy on here. All right. Now, when I do this, I really just go all over. All right. And I want to see how the colors are going to look. Do I like the colors? Are they great? Are they crappy? You know. And really, do not throw away these, okay? Because I'm going to show you that you can use them, all right? I swear, you're going to love it. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. And let's do Old Olive and see what it looks like, okay? First things first, I'm going to... All right, I know I got my hair done. It's, you know what it is, it's Wednesday. Wednesday's hair day. And I always, if you notice, this is the top and this is going to the bottom, all right? That's how I look at that. So that's why when I'm putting this down on the bottom, I'm always putting this way, all right? So I just think the colors are a little bit, you know, a little bit greener. They're not so pale. So that's why I want to try this color here. All right. Still using the other colors, just using a different green. And maybe another color that you might want to try is garden green. All right. Oh, thanks, Gina. Thank you, guys. It's really hot here today. Big storm yesterday because it's so hot, obviously. But you know, that's the way it is, right? Let's do a little bit more green. Jeez. So how's everybody weeks going? Everyone doing all right? Look, isn't that pretty? Now, always people get all afraid because they're going to forget which way to go where, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But I want to get some of these in here that I want this color, okay? And then I want to do another one. We'll use Pear Pizzazz just to kind of accent a little bit. But we're going to have room to do other things in here. See that? So with these 6 guys here, let's just shut this so I don't use it. You know how I use the wrong one. Oh my God. You either cut the wrong paper or I use the wrong ink. So the other one we're going to do now is, let's do some flowers. We're also going to do some we'll do the Pear Pizzazz, so hold that thought. So get your flowers out, okay? I'm going to use this little guy. That way I don't have to keep moving things around. Now, you see this little guy here? You want to start with this little guy to your left, all right? So when you're stamping, you want this one to the left, all right? When you're lining up all those lines that you see right there, you just want to line it up and then it'll be perfect. The two big ones will go right here. That little guy will go right there. All right? So I'm gonna do mango, and I'm gonna use also Calypso. Hopefully it's here. Super. All right. Long story, but one of my oh, your eyes won't open. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Good to know. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Appreciate it. Hey, Anna. Oh, you didn't miss me. I had some technical issues. I was trying something new and it's not working right now, so I'm going to have to hold off on that. So here's my mango melody. I'm just going to get mango all over here. Okay. And then take your little dauber, your little finger, and just do it 3 times. All right. And then remember, the little one is to your left when you're stamping. So I'm just gonna find it. I'm not gonna get, anal. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then I'm just going to stamp that down. Okay? And lift it up slow. Perfect. It's got the colors I want. Now, if you don't like that color, we'll do 2 different colors just so you can get an idea. This is with Mango Melody, and this is also with Calypso. All right? Sometimes it's great to have different color flowers anyway. Now I always wipe this off. Some people don't, they don't say what the heck, I don't care. So, so just get your dauber, make sure you got it the right one. 1, 2, 3. And then let's do this one over here, okay? And again, 1, 2, 3, bam. Remember the small one to your left. All right, see? Pretty, 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 pretty. Now, I'm going to show you what pale papaya looks like, okay? We can have different color flowers, what the heck, right? Just make sure you close one of them. Now this is going to be pale papaya and calypso. So here's your pale papaya. It's a very soft color. And then 1, 2, 3. You don't have to get, you know, don't put too much on. You'll have too much more calypso than you would of mango or of the other color of papaya. So we're going to do this nice and light. There we go. Well, you always share to Pinterest. You're so sweet. And see, a little bit lighter, but not too bad as far as in the same color family, okay? So that's why it's always good to kind of show you the different colors that you can use. Again, don't be too heavy on your calypso when you're giving it a little dab, okay? You don't even have to do that if you don't want to, but I do notice that papaya is just a little bit on the light side, okay? So that's why I actually used mango for a little bit, or you could use mango by itself too. So we're going to do that a couple more times here. And watch that guy. Again, your small one is to your left, and I'm doing it sideways for you. Still worked out. And again, I always clean mine just what the heck. It just takes 2 seconds. And then bam, bam, bam. Put that little guy over there. And okay, now let's get, I'm going to leave pale papaya and I'm going to leave calypso because we're going to use those in just a second. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little flower off because we're not going to need it, at least for right now. At least that's what I remember when I did this. Okay, now we're also going to clean this guy up. We're going to go back to Pear Pizzazz. And we're going to do, there we go, I knew you could get it. We're going to do some peaches, okay? All right, so I do really like this stamp. It's easy to use. It makes all the flowers look just amazing. I'm also going to put some little inserts in the flowers in just a minute. But let's go to this guy. All right. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, right. Oh, I didn't use Pear Pizzazz. Oh, gosh, I'm so glad I saw it. I want to do 2 different types of green because, you know, when you look at your garden, not everything is the same green. All right, you've got evergreen out there for your evergreen trees. You've got your, your hibiscus. You've got all kinds of different colors out there, you know. Oh, thank you, Sandy. That was sweet of you. I appreciate that. Always share what I love, an easy way to try to help care. Oh, you're so sweet, Gina. You do help a lot of crafters out. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's Pear Pizzazz. Almost made a boo-boo, but that's okay if I did. Who cares, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to just start getting this little guy and see how much lighter it is, okay? It's not too far off, but it's still going to be a lot lighter. And then I want to kind of get it above some of the leaves so I don't ruin my other leaves, all right? And then I want to go over here and kind of do an angle. What the heck? All right, and then make sure you've got the right one. Oh yeah, Leave them all open and guess, right? Okay, super. That's what I do. And let's do, oops, yeah, we got the right one. Okay. I'm going to do a smaller one here. All right, and then I'm going to do a kind of a small one right here. I'm going to keep a couple areas open still. I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. Now I've got that green done. Let's definitely shut this so I don't make a boo-boo. Boo-boo's bad. All right. Oh my gosh, that killed me. All right, I'm going to clean that off like a good girl. All right. Now, what we're going to do is go back to our peaches. All right, I got my little peach guys. Now, you want to grab your pale papaya. You want to grab your little dauber for your calypso. Some people do it twice. They do it twice, but I did it that way and it looked like I'd been drinking. So I'm just going to do it one way. I've got it on here nice and light. Let me just move that. Okay. And then I'm going to again take my dauber, or my little whatever you call it, and I'm just going to on the side, just on the side of the peach. All right, again, same idea. There's one small peach right here to the left, just like your flower was. So let's go to this little guy right here. It was one of the bigger ones. Okay, and I want to put this little guy exactly like I did with the flowers, and it should work just fine. There we go. All right. See, aren't those pretty? Didn't those come out really pretty? I mean, those are lovely, just lovely. Now let's go to, let's go to this one because this one has another full one. All right, so we're gonna wipe it off. At least I do. You don't have to if you don't want to. On the corners, you know, just on the side of each of it, that's all you need, depending how much color you want on your peaches. Okay, so again, there it is. 1, 2, 3, bam. Okay, super. We're gonna have peaches and peaches and flowers on here, and then bam, and then let's not forget 1, 2, 3. It's almost like doing an exercise. You know, you're doing the same thing. And then right here, got it. See how pretty those came out? I mean, they really came out just striking. I think it's just a little bit easier to do it with your little finger dauber or whatever, and just give it 1, 2, and 3 on whatever corner you want. And then just line them up with the little stems, bam. And you start having the one sheet wonder. Now we've got some room in the middle, and I know you're wondering what goes there. I know. Oh, thank you, Gina. It is looking pretty, isn't it? Even if it looks like junk, if you don't like something, you can cut it. So that's the whole idea. And you don't use the stamps that much. Sometimes we just use die cutting. So it is kind of important to play around with this whole stamping stuff. I mean, we've got all this pretty ink, we buy all this stuff, and sometimes we just leave it in the closet and we don't, get it out. So why not, right? I think these peaches came out great. Let's get the right fruit, right? All right, and then again, 1. Let's do this guy. 1, 2, and 3. And then right here, line it up, perfect. Okay, looking good. Now, that looks good, doesn't it? I think so. And you notice we used Old Olive and Pear Pizzazz. We went back to the Pear Pizzazz, which is in the colors of all the DSP, if you wanted to use the DSP. Oh, I'm going to still keep these open. Now let's get the big guy out. Okay. I've got the little stem, All right, I've got this little guy here, so I'm going to get him ready. And let's see if it'll fit. Oh, maybe it won't fit. We'll have to use this one. All right. Does anybody have this set? Have they used it? How did you like it? What did you like? What did you not like on it? Did you get a chance to play around with it yet? There we go. This is our big peach. All right. This is the big guy. So I am, let's see. What do you want to do? Do you want to use mango, or do you want to use pale papaya with Calypso? What do you want to use, you guys? This little guy here, mango or papaya? All right, hopefully you can see me. All right, I had a little, gosh, I guess the internet must be running really slow or something. Okay, can you see me now? Yeah. Gosh, talk about the internet. Jeez. All right, so again, this is the pale papaya and this is the Calypso. So I thought it came out so pretty. Oh my God, so pretty. All right, now let's do it again. All right, pale papaya. Let's use our handy dandy. All right. And obviously the stronger you use for the Calypso, the more coral it will have, okay, on the peach. Oh, that's looking great, isn't it? Oh, that's great. Now, before I go and put another one, let's just get our old olive out. Look how pretty that is. Look at that. All right, so I've got the little leaf. I'm just going to just get it all soaked up. You can tell when it's getting all soaked up too, right? All right, so now this one, it kind of goes to your right every time when you're putting it on. So make sure you're right side up with the little peach and just put it right on. There you go. Perfect. And then if you wanted to do one sheet wonder on that, you definitely could, but I don't want to. So I am just going to, perfect. And even though that one's dark, that's fine, because you know, it depends on where we cut stuff. So I'm not worried about that at all. I think we could get maybe one more. So let's see. I start getting too many inks out. You gotta watch yourself, right? Yeah, I think you're right, Gina. It does add a lot of depth when you're using those little baby daubers. You know, it just does. I'm gonna put one right here. See? And I just used the papaya that time. I didn't put anything else on it, which is fine. And I'm gonna now put a little bit of Calypso. And I'm just gonna see if maybe this will look really good here. You know, having it kind of fall off the piece of paper, which I think came out really pretty right there. And actually, I may not even add a leaf, because look at it, it kind of extends with that leaf, which is kind of pretty. Now, I don't need to put that many of this little guy in, unless you want to. And I don't want to do masking on this one, so I don't think I want to use this one. So I think I'm done with the big guy. All right. I didn't use as much with the big guy. I'd much rather use the smaller. And don't forget this little leaf here. Let's say you wanted to use old olive here, but you don't want to use a lot of it, so you can just stamp off like I just did just now. You can still use this little guy near the end, okay? Just to kind of a filler, which I think would be nice. And then right over here, again, you can stamp this right off, and then just put, you know, because you got it in your hand, you may as well use it, right? Gives it a little bit more, just a little bit more body for filling up. And don't forget, you still can use parts of this as well. All right, so I'm going to shut this for now, and let's go to just Calypso, all right? And let's go to the little baby. This is a little baby one. Look how tiny it is. So this is an easy one to get lost, all right? So as soon as you're done with it, put it right back in your little case. So it's so tiny. It really is. You're just putting the little stamens right in the middle of your flower. That's all you're doing. And just watch that your little block doesn't get too much ink on it like mine had in the past, because then you'll mark your whole, and you'll ruin your whole creation here. I'm going to do that again, make it a little bit darker. Again, you can also fill these up with embellishments. Let's say you don't have the time to do all the little stamens. You can put embellishments on it just to make it go faster, all right? Look at that. Makes it look so pretty. Look at that, huh? And again, we used, what, the 3 colors. We've used, we've used Mango Melody, we've used Papaya, and of course, Calypso. You could try Poppy Parade just for a different color. That might be kind of fun as well. And I'm going to put one there, even though there's a peach right there. And let's see. Oh, there's some more. Right there, and right there, and right there. I think we got them all. 1, 2. Oh, there's one more. Right there. Okay, that wasn't hard. It took 2 minutes. Again, definitely want to take this little guy right off and put it back in your little case. Now, another idea too is just to add a couple more flowers, kind of disperse them, okay? Now that you guys have a layout. Now, some people may not want to put any more. That's it. That's all they want to do. And that's fine. You know, you don't have to put any more if you don't want to. You could also put a couple more peaches if you wanted to in there as well. Now, we've got the colors closed up, which is a good thing. And here's my flowers. And let's get this little guy. See, let's put him back. We don't need the big guy anymore. And sometimes I'll just look to see if I need any more flowers or if anything else can fit. So I will go back to pale. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, guys. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it. Oh, let's get the dauber out. Okay. All right, let's do here. All right. And I don't really care about if they have leaves or not. I'm just doing it for a little bit more filler, and then we'll be done. And make sure you put it in the right one. Usually I put my darker colors very far away. And here's a good spot right here. Oh, that's a great spot. Oh my God, that was a great spot. Look at that. And maybe one more. And maybe right here. Yep. And then I will do a couple more fillers just for, let's do one more right there. And then we'll cut. All right. Oh, you're heading to the terminal, so I'm going to have to go. Okay, have an amazing day. Thank you, Donnie, for coming on. I didn't know you were on the ferry. How fun is that? Wow, you're on a ferry watching me. Cool. That's so much fun. She's one of my admins, and she's just a great lady. Just love her. Okay, so let's do one right here. And then let's do one right there. I think we're going to be good. What do you think, guys? Grab that. grab my dauber. Again, it looks like it could be monotonous, but once you start getting the hang of it, see, I'm going to do more of a triangle around things just to give it a little bit more fill. And that helps a lot. It's just, all you're doing is filling some stuff up. There is a small little stamp. It's no bigger than this. Here, I'll show it to you. And you could use this as a filler as well to put on the little leaves. It's okay. I've used it a couple times on here. But it's so tiny. Just those little tiny ones, they kind of get to you, right? Okay, so let's get this again one more time, and then we'll be done with our flowers and we can start to cut. All right. So again, I had just those couple of flowers that I just did as a filler, and they don't necessarily have to have leaves on them because there's so many leaves that are over there or next to them that's fine. Now remember, this is going to get cut. So when you start seeing all the cutting that I'm doing, you'll know, okay, I don't have to worry, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, there we go. Looks pretty good, huh? Let's put that little guy back in there so we don't lose him. I'm being so good putting all my stuff back. All right, now let's close these up because, oh my gosh, that would be bad, right? So Sandra, you got me some, what do you call those little guys for your trimmer, and I can't find them because I desperately need them. This little guy keeps falling out all the time that I cut. I know, it drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. So I gotta find those or else I'm gonna have to buy a whole set. So anyway, now we're gonna cut. Let me just get rid of some of this ink. All right. Now, I've got two of these, all right? Remember I did one earlier. I know. There we go. There we go. See? Look. Now, what I like to do is use my little mats that I already have cut. So I already know, because we're going to do a we're going to do it at 7 3/4 times 5 1/2, and we're going to score it at 3 7/8. And then our first mat is going to be 3 5/8. All right. So times 5 1/4. So I am going to look at this side. All right, 3 5/8. I'm getting better with the 5/8. I know, right? 2 right there. All right, I'm going to get some of that. And I want to see if I want that peach in there. So before I do it that way, I'm going to see about 5 1/4. Oh, let's see. I want 3 5/8. So I'm going to do this 3 1/2, 3 5/8. Bam. Okay. Did it right. All right, and then 5 1/4. All right, 5 1/4. I now have a peach in there. So that's what I was trying to get, was just kind of making sure that peach stayed. All right. And it did. Super. Now this piece I'm going to use too, so yay. All right. So let's move this for just a second. I've got my DSP that I'm using. All right. So I've got that already set. Let's see. I'm going to do it this way, I think. Yeah. Already set is where I want this one, and then I'm going to have this one, even though I did it at 3 5/8 times 5 1/4. That will be my, that's not going to be correct because I want to do it just a little bit thinner, unless I don't want to use this. So let's see if I don't want to use that. Sometimes I like to use that as a second mat. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this one at 3 5/8 times 5 1/4. Let's do my second mat at 3 3/8 times 5. Look at me. Thank God I have my little cheat sheets all over. So that's fine because I want to get rid of anything that looks sparse. All right. So there we go. All right. And then 3 3/8. Hoping is right here. Perfect. All right. We're just going to move this to the side for a second. I know my little trimmer guy keeps falling off every time. Perfect. I do like to have a little bit matting when I'm doing a one sheet wonder, just because if I like a little bit more color on it. All right. So let's move all my cheat sheets and let's start putting this together. Okay. So again, DSP is this side because it had the balmy blue in it, and that's not what I'm using today. And I want to use, let's do this side. There we go. Is that good? Yeah. Looks like I got a little bit of stuff on mine. It's not the end of the world. Let's see if I've got anything handy. Let's do another one. Oh, I already have one handy. Look at me. So prepared today. Oh, good for me. I had some ink on mine. I wonder how I got that on there. So let's just make sure this is at 5.5. Let's just make sure this is at 7 3/4. This is the skinny one, so that's why I am going to do a skinny one today. Okay, and then we're going to score this at 3 7/8. I know, getting better on my 8s. Okay, right there. There we go. Yeah, I had a little bit of junk on my paper. Can't have that on my card. No. All right. So we'll move this. And we've scored it. Okay. There we go. All right, now we're back on track. Okay. So now let's glue this little guy. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, you just need a little ink on your paper that you're going to use, and then you're dead. You got to start all over again. I know, I always am covered with ink, Gina. I know, right? Always. I don't understand why I do that, but it does happen. I usually put my card flat because it makes it easier to get everything aligned right. I've noticed that when I do it that way, it's so much better. And it looks so much nicer too. Let's move this little guy, since that was the stamping one. Don't forget, we've got this one to use too. All right, now, this is my second one. This is my little guy right here. I'm going to, you could call this a day and just put a ribbon on it, and then, you know, that's it. And then put a saying on it, and you'd be all done. You'd be like, oh, this is perfect. You don't have to go crazy, all right? Now, I sometimes like to. I've got all these leftovers, so I may as well, right? And for my bone folder, apparently it went AWOL, but that's lovely. That's lovely. Okay, so let's go back to dimensional, since I can't seem, you know, if you look for something when you're doing live, you'll never find it. So I'm going to pretend I'm not looking for it. How about that? Now, I did ribbons with all of these. I used the pale papaya. We could do that again, but I don't know if I want to do that really. We'll just make it a little bit simple. Everybody knows how to do the ribbons. They're really easy to do when I do it the way that I do it on here. In fact, if you want, we'll do a ribbon. All right. Shouldn't take too long. Now, what I usually like to do when I'm doing a quick ribbon, I'm using pale papaya. I'm just going to eyeball it, all right? and then I'm going to cut it. I know. It's like it's ribbon. It's supposed to be used, right? So I'm going to just use it. And what I'm going to do before I take those off, I want to make a nice little cut. Now I used way too much, so don't use my measurements, okay? So I want a nice, easy knot, okay? And then I want another knot in a second, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it down, all right? And then I'm gonna do one more knot just for the heck of it, because I can. And it'll go straight in just a second. Make sure it's not too tight, obviously. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut and cut on an angle, okay? And that's it for a bow, because it's not my main event, so I'm not really worried. It's just for a little bit of an accent. If you don't have the time or patience to make a bow, make a knot, make the ribbon areas nice and pretty, and then it looks like a bow. There you go. But do it before you put your dimensionals down, because otherwise it's a pain. Not that I've ever done that, right? Of course not. So I'm gonna just take these right off. Good, good, good. They came right off this time, super. And I noticed that I've got a little bit of a crooked ribbon. Who cares? No one's gonna see it. It's in the back. I just gave a little bit of snail, but it can also hook up to the dimensionals. Super. All I care about is how it looks in the front, and then I'm gonna just push this little guy right out. Super. And then bam. Okay. Again, put it flat. It just makes it work just a little bit easier. Okay. Now we've got this little guy down. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Peaches are a good late summer to get, you know. At least in my little farm that I just made. Okay, now I've got my next, let's see if I've got my copies of all my little areas. I'm gonna try to do 3 3/4 on here. Now it looks like I can't, which is not a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to not use that. I'm not gonna use that size, no. I have about 3 by 4, okay? So I want to use some of this as my background, but I don't want it huge. I could do this as my background, or I could do this as my background. See, I like this. This one's already cut and ready to rock and roll. And this one's too short. So what I'm gonna do is, and look, it looks almost like ours. This one here is at 3 times 4. Okay, so my next one is gonna be 2 3/4 times 3 3/4. So it looks like I might be okay. Let's just double check. 2 3/4 times 3 3/4. I write these down because it's so easy to mess up, right? And so this isn't big enough, but I'm going to still save it. I still have this whole sheet to use, and I actually want to get I want to get some of this really pretty peach on it, the main guy. So let's do 3 3/4. All right, times 2 3/4. All right, so I'm just going to cut this, and look what I'm left with. Cool, huh? And then I'm going to cut this one. Let's see. I want to cut this tall, so let's do 2 3/4. And you really can't cut anything until after you do the one sheet wonder. You know. That's the whole thing. You've got to do the one sheet wonder first. So 2 3/4 times 3 3/4. All right. All this math, I know, a lot of math. Easy to do though, you guys. You can do that. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, there. So pretty, so pretty. Now, if you don't like the background because it looks too much the same, that's not a problem. You could change this over, and maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put the little peaches this way. If you don't like that at all, we could just do this one right here, which I think probably might even be better. You know, you just don't know it until you're right in the middle of doing all this stuff, you know. Oh, you like my, isn't that easy? An easy ribbon bow when you're in the, well, when you're doing live, because you have a nervous breakdown when you're doing a live anyway. You know, it's ridiculous. It's very nerve-wracking, especially when you can't get the videos to work. All right, so I think this would be a little bit better than doing what I just wanted to do the first time. Okay. So this is going to go here. All right. And then this little guy, and remember, I still want this to be seen. I don't care if the other ribbon isn't seen. I don't care. I just really want this little tiny area right here. I'm going to put him right there. And I want this one right here. And then, I know, when you are doing all this stuff, look at all the leftovers you've got, right? And sometimes you've got just enough of a piece that you can actually stamp on, and it looks like it's part of the whole thing, and it really looks dynamite. So I've done the happy birthday, and I love the fonts that they have in this this time. You can make a separate bow. I know, it takes forever, Sandy. You're absolutely right. It takes forever. So what I did is I've got a little guy already ready, and I had been stamping, and you'll see that I've got some calypso because obviously I just cut the leaves out, right? Not a big deal. Easy to do. Who cares if there's orange on there or calypso? I'm going to put flowers on there, and that'll be amazing. So I just happen to have some already done. I know. And I just needed, you can use as many as you want. And before we put this all together, and then it's all peaches and cream here, I'm going to get my dimensionals again. And we're going to just make it work here because it's going to be so pretty. And these are great little cards, you know. Okay, so here's my one flower, and these are the bigger flowers. So see how that's going to cover immediately. That's going to cover that orange up, and it doesn't matter if it gets seen because I've got calypso all over my one sheet wonder anyway, right? And then, bam, love it. So I'm going to pop this little guy up, but he's going to go on last. So this guy I need to pop up because I've got this ribbon on here. So I may as well do that while I'm thinking about it. And there we go. Yeah, some of these bows sometimes they just come out kind of funky, you know. So just kind of have to play around with them. There we go. All right. So this one software I wanted to use called StreamYard, it's really cool. It highlights your comments, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot more interactive, but for some reason it just isn't. So I've got to work on that. I've done a couple tests by myself, just watching it by myself. I thought, well, this is gonna work. This is gonna be great. But I still have some work to do on that. Oh well, you know, that's all about trial and error. That's how you learn. Now I've got my little piece here, Okay, and I've got 2 peaches on here. How cool is that? So I love that. So I'm going to definitely get some more, pop them up. And you could have just done a peach as a pop-up instead of flowers. I did the flowers, okay, on this little guy here. And I did the flowers with this one, all right? Oops, this is upside down. But aren't those are so pretty. Again, more cards not to give away. I know, Gina. I keep, thank you for at least I sometimes just need somebody on the other end saying, can you hear me? Can you not hear me? I don't know why it wasn't coming out good, so I'll have to just keep doing a test run. I'm using the free version because I don't want to pay for something if it's not going to work. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on, get off there, would you? There we go. All right, now let's get this going here. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to see if you can get lower here, if you can see it better. There we go. All right, so a little bit lower here so you can maybe see it. But I think that looks so pretty. I've got so many pretty peaches over here. So pretty. Now, I've got my flowers on here. And what I want to do is I sometimes follow the line of a peach, and sometimes I don't. Like I see one here that's upside down. That's cool because I could put this one upside down as well and it looks like it's falling. Or I could put this one right here, okay? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one right here, and it kind of aligns with the other one. Looking cute. Love it. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Sandy. And I think what I'm going to do is just put a little guy right here, okay? Like stay. And then just enough. You know, I don't think I want a dimensional there, so some areas you're going to have to snail. You're just going to have to feel it out when you're making your own, just because you're not going to know where everything kind of goes until you're in it. So let's do this one like right here, all right? That looks great. And look at all the fancy stuff we've got on here. Now, we've got our happy birthday. That looks so sweet. Look at that. And that could go right here, okay? Or it could go down here, but I'm digging it right here maybe. You know? It doesn't even have to go down here because the little ribbon, now it's irritating me, this ribbon. I may have to cut it shorter. Oh yeah, right here. Look at that. Look how cute that is. Oh my God, that's so cute. So cute. All right, so let's do this. Okay. We've got that, and we've got this one. I really do use a lot of dimensionals. Look at my polished pink. I know, right? Doesn't it look like polished pink nail polish? Okay, so right about here, centered, super, love it. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. So pretty. So pretty. And it's nice and full. It's just got, look at all the beautiful layers it has on this. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. That's even prettier than my other card. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing? Back it up again. Oh, okay. All right. Back it up. Sorry about that, guys. Can you see now? Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's see. Shouldn't have messed with it. I was doing fine, wasn't I? I shouldn't have messed with it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, much better. Okay, okay. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I got a little bit of a learning curve on this little guy that I'm using. All right, so here's my happy birthday. I wanted to show you something else too. When I did this card right here, can you see that card all right? Let's see, yeah. When I did this card, I had leftovers, and then I just put a blank one, because this is a thank you card, so you want to be able to write something. Isn't that pretty for the inside? So pretty. So pretty. This one here, because I've got kind of leftovers left and right here, what we could do is one of these guys go in here like that, because I did cut some of my one-sheet wonders up, a lot of them, and that would take that. That would be a quick one to do. But that's what I would probably do for the inside. I'm not going to do the inside right now, but I hope you like this. Let me get some embellishments now. I don't have I ran out of Genial Gems. I think I've used them on almost all my cards this summer. But I would like to use some of these gilded gems. I think these are just as pretty. A little bit more spark to it. What do you think? Can you see this? Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see if you can see my stuff or not. Well, I can't really tell. All right. Yeah, see? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think you can see that one all right? I gotta learn to play with this a little bit better. There you go. See, so I've got the 3 looking really sharp. There you go. Oh, this one here. See? So I don't want you guys to be afraid to use these one-sheet wonders, because they are so easy to use and they're a lot of fun. And let's see if I can get it in there to show you. But they're a lot of fun to use, and I think they come out so pretty. So let me see if I can bring this up. I may have to, there we go. Oh my God, this was a pain today. There we go. I'll do it this way. Hi, April. Hi. Oh, it's so much fun to have technical issues, right? But this was one of them, and I thought with all the layers, it came out so pretty today, didn't it? And then this was the first one I did, again with 4 layers, all right, and then cutting it a little bit shorter, still with a ribbon, and then using your leftover one-sheet wonders, okay, to stamp on. A very pretty idea, makes it so simple. And then doing a whole different theme using evergreen, and I think I used some Flirty Flamingo in there, and I also used Calypso, obviously, and just played around with some different colors. And then when I had leftover of that one-sheet wonder, put it in the inside of your card, all right? So it makes a really pretty inside as well as outside card, and you've got some cool looking cards, if I do say so myself. Well, anyway, thanks for hanging in there with all my technical difficulties today, and I hope you have a great rest of the week, all right? And make some of these, okay? Because they're easy, they're fun, and they'll make you want to go buy some fruit at the market. I know, Gina, I agree. Loving the evergreen. It just really makes it pop, doesn't it? It just pops so nice. And I think that's what I liked about it, Gina. It was just a kind of a fun and different. And you can do, maybe you can make it more Christmassy if you wanted to do reds, and don't do the peaches obviously because they're out of season. But oh yeah, thanks April. Yeah, you'll see all that. You can speed up the areas where I had some technical difficulties. Okay, well you guys have a great afternoon, okay? All right, we'll talk real soon. All right, take care, hon. Bye-bye, everyone. Chat soon. Bye-bye.